Did I leave all my chores unattended to? Yeah. Did I do extensive research on this topic before I started it? Yes. Did I watch a ton of YouTube videos before I started this? Yes. Did any of them help? No. I still have no idea what I'm doing. However, I'm just going to use prior knowledge from fashion and fabrics class and what I saw on the internet to kind of help me map through things. So let's make a beanbag. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking my 4 pieces of fabric, which is basically 4 pillowcases that I found, and I'll be using as well this sheet that I got, and these are basically going to be stitched up into the body of the beanbag. And then I'm also going to get my stuffing because yeah, stuffing. So this is the stuffing that I've got. I've got this colored one. It's got like different colors. It's like a dark pink, blue, and then I've got white stuffing. So yeah, this is what's gonna go into the beanbag. So basically what I'm going to be doing here, I'm just going to be taking a tape measure and I'm going to be measuring the length and the width of the sides and basically trying to map out how I'm going to actually carry out this plan of mine. So as you can see, it's just a bunch of measuring, a bunch of taking down notes, a bunch of planning. It's basically the blueprint, period. Blueprint? Yeah, it's basically the blueprint that I'm making here, and yeah. I haven't recorded an intro yet. Okay, so I've cut out everything. I've laid it down on my bed. Now it's time to sew. I'm going to be using yarn to sew. The reason why is because using a small needle on such a huge piece of fabric is going to take me forever. It'll probably take me days. And the maximum I would like to take on this project is probably 2 to 3 days. So I'm going to be using yarn. I've got my game plan now. This is a really awkward position, but I have nowhere else to set my camera on. Besides the point, I'm going to sew the top together, the bottom together, and then I'm going to sew the perimeters all around. And yeah, see how that's going to go. So happy sewing. Anyways, on to actually sewing it. So I am in the middle of sewing right now, and I hadn't recorded an intro for this video. So I decided, okay, this is the best time to, record an introduction. So sewing takes up a huge chunk of the work in this. My eyes are actually going to be mainly focused on my sewing. Forgive me. I cannot lose sight of my sewing. And yes, I am hand stitching this, okay? Because right now, my sewing machine doesn't work. Why? I did something to it. We shall not speak of it. And now my sewing machine is bust. But I still have my hands and I can still sew with my hands. So now, depending on which stitch you're actually going to use, it could determine like how long you're going to take on this. I'm doing back stitch on this one. Back stitch is the strong one. Runner stitch is the one that's like that goes like in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's like super quick to do. So I think on the areas that don't require a lot of pressure, I am going to use runner stitch or secret stitch on that one. And yeah, I'm just using back stitch here. Back stitch takes me forever. It takes me forever, but it's the strongest stitch that I know how to do. I am not a super professional at sewing, but I do know enough to save my life. This is going to take a minute. I was going to create the beanbag anyway, but I wasn't initially going to make a video about it. But then I was just like, hey, I could actually make a video about this. And I haven't done a DIY kind of video before, so just felt like something nice to do. And so yes, I did. plan that I used, or the pieces that I cut out that I'm using, are completely different from the ones that I researched on, because a lot of them had all these like fancy looking pieces that I could not even do, and I did not have time for them. Okay, so I needed something that was simple, something not too complicated. So I decided to create a blueprint of English, come on, a blueprint on how I wanted this to look. Gosh, it's already been 5 minutes recording. 5 minutes of sewing. Like, I really wanted a beanbag, but girl was not ready to spend so much money on a beanbag. Nope. Why? Because I'm broke. That's why. Okay. If I can make it, I'ma make it. I'm not gonna buy it. Nope. No thank you. I'm gonna have a lot of chores to do when I'm done this. And there's gonna be no excuse. Like, none at all. I chose this. I said I wanted to do this, and I'm going to do it and see it through to the end. Like a man. I feel like a man. A man. I think I'm just gonna listen to music now, and then I will see you guys when I'm done sewing.
Later.
So, why did I do this to myself? It's 3 o'clock, and I just barely got the top on. My sewing skills are not the fastest. I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish this. I might finish in the evening, or I might finish tomorrow. Hopefully I'll just get this done. I'm super tired now, but I have sewn quite the length. I mean, like, this is quite a distance. I got hungry along the way, and so yeah, I took like a 5-minute break to like eat something. Ow! 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 I pricked myself. Ouch. That hurt. Christ help me. Lord help me. Got it. So I'm gonna see you guys a little bit later, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but I still need to finish this. I only got the top done.
A few moments later.
Okay, it is 4:17. I have sewn all the pieces together, but haven't connected the perimeter, and I'm trying to figure that out, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So I decided to use runner stitch. Backstitch was a little time consuming, and I also found out that runner stitch also works just as well, only if I make it small and really like close together. So backstitch and runner stitch can actually work just the same way, and I wish that I found that out like 3 hours ago before I actually started. But now I need to figure out how I'm going to join the perimeter of all of these fabrics. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but I will be back once I figure out how. It now just looks like one super long piece, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with it. But anyways,
2 hours later.
so it is 6 o'clock now, and I just found out that I did a huge mistake. Okay, so you see this, I had to dress up my clothes basket in order to figure out what was going wrong, because I kept on seeing that the sides were not matching up, and then I only found out that now I have no idea how to explain this, but basically what I did, I made the mistake of sewing the length sides of the top to the width sides of the bottom. And that has caused a huge triangle to form that is disproportionate. But I think I have an idea on how to fix it, because there is no way I'm going to undo all the stitching that I did for the past, I don't know how many hours. So I'm not going to restitch this thing. I'm going to fix it. It might change or distort the shape of the bag, but it will do the job. This is getting a little trickier than I thought. Anyways. Okay, so I managed to finish sewing the whole thing. It is 7:30 and yeah. Now all I gotta do is sew on the zipper and then probably wash it, dye it if I can, and stuff it. But most likely I'll just wash it, let it dry, and then stuff it. It is 7:30 and now I have to go and eat supper. So I will finish this off tomorrow. Yeah, I am tired. I'm exhausted. And because of this chair, which is not optimized for sitting and sewing with a hunched back, my back is killing me. But yeah, I just can't wait for the beanbag to finish. I don't know what it's gonna look like. It was supposed to come out looking like a rectangle, but it's got an extra side. I'm just praying that it comes out well, and then I can have a beanbag to sit on. Good night.
Tomorrow.
What time is it? It's like about 11 o'clock. I don't know. Good morning. I put on a zipper. I finished sewing everything. Now I'm going to wash it, dry it, make it all nice and, clean and stuff, because the fabric that I used has been sitting in the attic closet for as long as I can remember. So yes, this fabric does need a little bit of washing. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then after that, we're going to be doing the stuffing. So let's go and do that. Let me go and do that.
2 hours later.
A moment of truth. Well, the moment I've been waiting for. Okay, so I washed it, dried it. This thing is looking fluffy and clean. Oh, you know what? In life, no matter what you do, always invest in some good soap and a good fabric conditioner, because this stuff is soft as a bun. Okay. So, anyways, now it is time to fill up the fluff. I've been waiting for this moment ever since yesterday, ever since I actually started this. So, let's now do this. And by the way, I felt like the fluff that I had collected was too little, so I decided to get more. And yeah, we're gonna try and fit it all in there. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but we're gonna try. So I'm going to look for more stuffing. I mean, when I started this project, my biggest concern was whether or not I would make a beanbag that was big enough. I was afraid of making one that is too small. And now it looks like, yeah, my concerns went the opposite direction. So now I'm going to look for more stuffing and see what we can do to stuff this baby up. We're almost there though.
A few moments later.
So I got some old pillows, old stuffings, anything that I could find that could help me stuff this thing. Anything stuffable.
Later.
It looks like a mini bed on my bed. I have run out of stuffing and I cannot find any more. But I finished stuffing this. I haven't filled it up and stuffed it right to the brim whereby it can't breathe. There's a lot of space to like dip in, but stuffing, it is stuffed. Wait, take it out.
It's fluffy. It's fluffy.
Right. Can I take it out to the thing? To the lounge?
Just see how the actual results came out.
Okay.
Okay. Need out?
No. Okay. Let's bring the small pillow.
Okay. Small pillow. Got it.
I'm done. So now it is time for a montage. And also I'm going to pair it with this cute little pillow that I, to add a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of that. And so now cue the montage. Okay, so I am literally exhausted. It's been 2 days making this, and I finally finished it. Is it worth it? Yes. So I have for you guys today. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, press that like button, press that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, because yeah, it really helps a lot. Bye bye. Bye, I'll see you guys. This is looking great.